my dauntless companion from the Clockwork City. Bounding from one mysterious realm to another, I see. This is fortuitous. I find myself in need of someone with your skills. I recently discovered that someone intends to auction off Mephal's chief artifact, the Ebony Blade. I hardly thought such a thing possible, but I leave nothing to chance. As soon as I began making inquiries, House Hexos cancelled the auction. I am the foremost authority on Daedric artifacts and the greatest mage of our era. So yes, I am quite confident they're trying to hide the weapon from me. A fool's errand. If you choose to assist me in finding the blade, I will pay you handsomely. Our first order of business is investigating the auction house. It's just there, near the Nereid's fountain. Gather testimony, correspondence, anything you can. When you've discovered enough, meet me in the market near the Shamble's north entrance. Ha! Rest is a luxury the ambitious cannot afford. My business in the Clockwork City, while important, accounts for only a fraction of my grand design. I have interests in realms across the Orbis, including this one. On my person? No. I know better than to wander the streets of Fargrave with an artifact like that jangling around in my pocket. But it is quite safe. I gave Seal my word I would keep it out of the Daedra's hands. I always honor my agreements. It is an artifact of the dread teacher Mephala. At first glance, it resembles a katana carved from obsidian, but I assure you, it is far more than a simple sword. It is the Lady's malice in physical form, a life-devouring instrument of murder. Do I detect some suspicion in your voice? If we recover the Ebony Blade, I will do what I do with all the dangerous relics I acquire. Keep it safe. I assure you, there is no one better equipped to safeguard a terror like this.
Going once, going twice. Sold to the Daedra in the front. Nah. Always a pleasure to see a fellow mortal. These Daedric types, well, they're all a bit creepy, eh? But look at me, babbling away. Sorry, quick tongue, you know, comes with the profession. Here for the auction? Nothing but first-rate goods here. The Ebony Blade, well, that's, you know, not really my area of expertise. Daedric artifacts, I mean. Then again, there is a small errand that needs doing, a personal matter, you see. You help me with that, and my memory might improve. There's no need for that. I was just joking. A couple of Scoffins showed up not long ago, so they had to stow it away in the Hexos Gallery vault, in the shambles. Just don't tell anyone I told you, all right?
So, it's carved in the shape of a sundial. Clever.
That is so, yes. When a spell takes shape, the Magnus sigil will glow. Simple.
Ah, timely as ever. What did you discover in the auction house? Tell Vani that it's as I suspected, foiled by my own renown. Again. Intolerable. Well, there's no use dwelling on it. Did you find anything else? A key. Yes, that might come in handy. Can I just say how refreshing it is to find competent allies? A rare luxury, I assure you. Make your way to the shambles. There's a Hexos storehouse near the center of the district. Check there first. You needn't worry. I'll be along soon enough. A fair warning, the shambles is a lawless slum, full of far worse things than mortal indigence. Prepare yourself. The size, mostly. Those Hexos Noirs are quite clever, by Imperial standards. They operate a number of warehouses in Fargrave, but only one of them is large enough to contain a vault of any appreciable size. I suppose we'll find out soon enough. Warded. No surprise. Do you have that key near to hand? Have a go at this. Well done. Now, let's see what they're hiding in there. There. The ebony blade. Claim it. As I suspected. Let's have a look at this so-called artifact, shall we? The fabled Sword of Leeches here within my grasp. I have my doubts. May I? Eerily sharp, masterfully etched, and completely fake. This is a forgery. A brilliant one, I admit, but a forgery nonetheless. While I respect this forger's skill, I cannot abide a glut of fraudulent artifacts taking up my time and attention. No, they're traders, not artisans. This is Daedric precision. I know a Spiderkith, Scrix. He's a small-time scoundrel who deals in stolen goods, counterfeit soul gems, that sort of thing. He might be able to point us in the right direction. He frequents the Wishbone, a tavern in the Shambles' northern alleys. Let's pay him a visit, shall we? He's a Spiderkith, which is to say he's a treacherous, deceitful sneak thief. Our personal history is contentious, full of double dealings and trickery. I've killed him more than once, but you know how these Daedra are. It rarely takes. For the usual reasons, simple greed and fear of punishment. Daedra may not die, but the process of reconstitution is not pleasant. I can also make business difficult for him. For Scrix, losing wealth may cause more pain than losing his life.
Got nothing to say to you, Fyr.
Settle yourself.
You with the Ash Elf Fyr? Got no business with you. Got no business with him. Better scuttle off. Stomp you otherwise, and peel you off the boot flat. Ebony blade, huh? That's the mistress's hot cutter. Somebody hammering out fakes? Clever. Got no idea where it comes from. Don't care. Tell Fyr he can find it himself. Threats, huh? With Fyr, it's always threats. Scritty elf with big head and tiny wits. Fine. We'll cast a signal line for it. Finding ritual. Can find anything with it. After this, Fyr pays you and you scuttle off. Final offer. Nothing. Secrets of the skein. You find out the secret, you die. Quiet. Alone in the dark. Still want to know how it works? Then you're stupid. Enough talk. Put the sword on the table.
A seeking spider, eh? I do hope it works. For your sake. In fact, why didn't you accompany my partner here? As a gesture of goodwill.
Lady's fangs. Did what you wanted. Cast the spell. Zafa. Let's go.
A ghostly spider, hmm? A bit garish for my taste, but then we can't all be squinty, desiccated skein spawn, can we? Before you go, I have something to give you. A bauble I purchased before we set out for the shambles. Keep it near to hand. It may prove useful. I pray you never have need to find out. Suffice it to say that it's insurance. Enough talk. Follow that spider, and don't take your eyes off Scrix. Not even for a moment. Surely you don't require a chaperone. Scrix, while clever, is hardly a match for a warrior of your skill. No, I'm quite certain you'll be fine without me. I have other lines of inquiry to explore. I won't be far behind, I assure you.
Just follow the spiderling. Simple. Keep going. Nearly there. Torches in Skein Row? Liable to set webs on fire. Clumsy. Stupid. Advance! This is the place. Answers behind that door. In you go. Artificer's table. See? Another ebony blade's right there. Have a look. Flies in the web. Hope you like the Lord Fyr. You're never
Potent
leave.
magic, Scrix, but all too predictable. Quickly, assistant, use the sundial.
Light? What are you? Torches in Skane Row? Liable to set webs on fire. Clumsy. Stupid. This is the place. Answers behind that door. In you go. Artificer's table. See? Another ebony blade's right there. Have a look.
A second ebony blade. It appears Scrix was as good as his word. So far. Examine the sword. Perhaps we can determine the nature of this artifice. Indeed. I assume it went poorly the first time. Then you used the sundial, yes? Excellent. Scrix has us at a disadvantage here. I assume this is his lair, which means it abides by his rules. You must be prepared to counter whatever trap he springs on us. Ah, excellent. Spiderkith abhor fire. A single spark can set their entire world aflame. Wait for an opportune moment, then apply the torch. A second ebony blade. It appears Scrix was as good as his word. So...
Flies in the web. Hope you like the Lord Fyr. You're...
Webs!
Stop!
Use that
Stop
torch,
it!
quickly!
No! Put it out! Lady, curse you!
Well done. A respectable attempt, Scrix. But it will cost you. Seems we're finished here. Meet me outside. And that appears to be that. Exemplary work. From the looks of things, our web-brained friend here planned to sell several more forgeries. Now that we've apprehended him, the flow of counterfeit artifacts should grind to a halt. Now, I provide you with the reward I promised, and we part company. Scrix and I have a great deal to discuss. I'd invite you to join us, but let's be honest. Carrying on a conversation with him is exhausting. You have my thanks, sir. Farewell. You know, despite his simple nature, Scrix displays a rare gift for counterfeiting. I can think of countless applications for such a skill. Alas. For all their power, the Daedra lack one vital trait. Imagination. No, of course not. He'll squirm and curse and prevaricate until I banish him. But even a lying tongue tells some truths. He will give something away. He always does. I only wish the process wasn't so tiresome.